Mr. B's Retro Rewind Recap. Yeah. Hey all, Mr. B here. And Don and Blair couldn't be here today. And so I just figured as the villain of the podcast, it seemed only right that I do a little recap of their solo venture. It came out last week. I got a little bit of notes here. I'll try to make this a little short and quick because it's just me here. I'm here in the planet Hoth that is Minnesota right now with the nice wind chill at a nice 55 below, I believe, last I checked. Anyway, so yeah, before I get things off, I just want to say to those boys, that intro, way too long. I mean, I was dozing off like 3 or 4 times. See, like the intro to this episode now, you guys just heard, nice and short, to the point, get in, get out, onto the matter at hand. Alright? So let's see here what I got here. No specific order, and I don't have like time stamps. I didn't care that much. Oh, here we go. So, yeah, now you get my little joke from the beginning. At the very beginning, they need to check the tape. Because I can't remember if it was in the first or second episode back, Don had said, Blair and I are going to do a horror video game episode. Now, if you read the description of their episode they dropped last week, they say, oh, Mark and Mr. B couldn't be here today. They need to check the fucking tape because they never planned for our asses to be there for that. So, just setting the record straight on that one. Let's see here. Oh, maybe it was just Blair for sure. Maybe Don agreed. I can't remember. But they said, as fun as it can be to watch people freak out playing video games on YouTube, I was going to say, no, it's fucking not. It is never fun to watch people play video games on YouTube or in person. To play them is fun, but to watch people play is never fun, even if they're freaking out. That's just dumb. Oh, and the part where Don gives his little legal speech about, oh, I didn't want to get in trouble at work. And I get that, you know, he didn't want to have anything come back at him and get in trouble about him yay or nay to video games, and maybe some of them are Activision ones. But to me, it sounded a little bit like a humble brag, you know. Well, I work at Activision, everybody. We get it. You're neat. They mentioned the Resident Evil remake for GameCube, but they gave no credit to me. It was me that first bought it for GameCube and brought it over to their house so that we could play it. Don and I started, and then we watched Blair trudge along down the street after his, 3rd or 4th grade bus dropped him off, and then he got to play it. But, no credit to me, which cannot stand. So, let's let the record be known that it was my copy that they got to play. Okay, I think that's one sheet down. Little sheets here. Sorry if you can hear the rustling of the paper. I had something written down, but that's a little mean, even for the villain of the podcast. So maybe I'll skip that. Don said that the opening of Resident Evil with dogs with squibs and they were exploding was, as he quoted, adorable? Fuck him. Dogs exploding is adorable? It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. Oh, I noticed they mentioned the video game Condemned. Love that movie based on the game, starring Stone Cold Steve Austin. Hell yeah! Okay, so yeah, in the middle there, I didn't timestamp it, but I looked occasionally at the runtime, and for about 40 minutes of that hour and 44 minute podcast, so little under half, they didn't even talk about horror or scary video games. They were just talking about video games and builds and engines and stuff like that. Boys, you gotta stay on brand, alright? Oh, this part did crack me up, though, when Don said, when I went to school for game design, pause, we didn't have a lot of design classes. That got me good. Man, fuck ITT. Game design, we didn't have a lot of design classes. Oh, yeah, this kind of chapped my ass a little bit. I'm a little upset for the boys. They did not tell me that there was a Call of Cthulhu game. And they fucking know that I am big into Lovecraft. And I looked into it. It turned out it came out in October. So those fuckers could have told me. Anytime. Assholes. Let's see here. Getting closer to the end. Oh, they said that they have more of those apps coming because they didn't talk about enough of it. Probably because they spent 40 minutes talking about non-horror games. So I guess there's going to be more of these of Mr. B's Retro Rewind Recap. Or something like it. I may rename it, rebrand it, you know. They're talking about the Alien game. And I mentioned Hunter Killer Robots. That was the name of my high school band. Oh, and then they kept saying this a bunch of times. PUBG? What the fuck is PUBG? Like, everyone's supposed to be as into gaming or anything like that to fucking know what PUBG is? I mean, maybe it's a game company, I don't know, but they just said, they didn't say, oh, the studio this. They just said, oh, PUBG, 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 fucking PUBG. You know, they're talking about all the spooky noises and the game got a little tense and you hear the stuff like that. I thought for sure they were gonna fucking troll my ass, and I was waiting for them to say I heard a noise, and then it turned out to be nothing. I was waiting for it, but I guess they weren't as clever as I would have been in the moment. I think that's mostly it. I don't know if the Bernines boys will hear this or not. Don might, because I think he's a little bit a fan of mine. But Blair, I think he's so-so on me. So let me double check, make sure I didn't miss anything. I'll just leave you with the thing I was going to say was a little mean. I'll just leave it with that. And they kept saying spooky, and I kept saying pussies. Mr. B out.